Hey, it's Friday. I thought I would tell a quick Brimfield story since this is the week that Brimfield would have happened. Obviously, not even kind of, really disappointed it didn't happen. It's probably the most enjoyable show I do all year. It's also probably the most work because I sometimes end up setting up twice, and it's a lot of moving around. I shop a couple of days. It's very, very tiring, but it's exciting because you never know what you're going to find or see. Some of it good and some of it bad, or some of it weird. But super disappointed it didn't happen this year. I understand why, and I think it was the right decision, but still super disappointed. I did participate in a Instagram online only Brimfield yesterday and today, and it actually went really well. I sold more than I sometimes sell at Brimfield, so without a lot of the expenses. I also bought some stuff, so that's fun. We'll see what it looks like when it gets shipped to me, but I'm pretty excited about some of the stuff I bought. But I wanted to tell a quick story about Brimfield years ago. And, the fields open at different days, and people have probably heard people try to sneak in early. And I've heard stories involving bolt cutters and fence climbers and stuff like that. I even heard a story, for those of you who have been to Brimfield, back of Heart of the Mark, there's those ponds. I heard a story of a dealer local to me where I'm from, who apparently, two dealers who swam through it and just came up soaking wet to get in early. Can't imagine that was fun, or they had the smell. But yeah, people have done a lot of crazy stuff, and I have a story about that. Didn't really sneak in to avoid paying fees or anything, but I was up there a couple years ago when they used to allow a little more buying and selling on Monday, and because I set up very early Tuesday morning, I would never get a chance to shop. So a friend and I, we were wandering around Brimfield, friend JC, I won't say his name, wandering around Brimfield trying to buy some stuff on Monday. This was before the police really cracked down at all. People were just openly carrying stuff around. But we would go in to see some of our friends at the Vermont tent in the back of one field, I believe Green Acres. And they would have people posted at the entranceways. And I remember we'd been in that field like twice that day already. And every time we went in, we'd see a bunch of our friends who were also not set up in that field buying and trying to buy anyway. And just even talking to the dealers in the back, who we all know from the same show circuits that we do. And like I said, we'd already been in there once, and we were like, we got to go in one more time to see what else has come out. And we go try to, we skip the main gate because there was a guy there checking in the dealers who drive in. And so we go around to the parking lot to come in the back, and we get turned away, even though literally like 50 feet ahead of us was a person walking in the same way who was not a dealer there. And so we actually end up heading, I guess it's west of town on 20, and there's a big a lot of trees, whatever, not a forest, like a patch of land with trees and a creek running through it. And so we cut through there to try to get back to this tent. And this was the spring show, so ticks were less of a concern, and for me especially chiggers, because I have a really bad reaction to those. But we're walking through the woods, which we've never done before and we've never done since. But we get to, there's like a creek, and it's not super deep, but it's like the bank is really deep. And we're like, how are we gonna? And we didn't want to wade through it and get soaking wet. But there was like a tree that's fallen down. But like I said, it's kind of high off the ground, 5-6 feet. And so my friend had the brilliant idea of we're just gonna cross the tree. And so I was like, you go first and I'll follow you. And he starts to go across, and he's not feeling his balance very good. So I'm sitting there, and I grab a really big tree branch. He's like, that's a great idea. So he grabs it from me, and he tries to use it like a trapeze artist. And that wasn't looking like that was going any better. And I was like, no, use it to as a walker, because it was long enough to reach down to the ground, just enough to keep your balance. And so that's what we did. We used these big tree branches to get across. I don't even think we bought anything once we get. And the minute we get in there, we see a couple other dealers who do not set up in that field because they set up next to us, and we're like, "How'd you guys get in?" We got turned away. Like, "Oh no, we just walked in right in." So like I said, that was years ago when they weren't really cracking down on Monday sales. I do know that tent in the back there used to appreciate the Monday sales because so many of us would not be around Tuesday morning because we were getting set up in dealer's choice. But yeah, one of those fun Brimfield stories, and there's a bunch of them, and I know a lot of my friends have better ones, but that's mine for now. And if you enjoyed this video following my antiques journey, please hit like and subscribe. And if you want, you can drop me in the comments below and tell me, any fun Brimfield stories that you have. Like I said, thanks for watching. Catch you next time.